We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left, it's Warren. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Off play action. Howard. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 31 yards there and a first down.
Let's go now.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Down the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Nix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Let's go.
Nix to the air. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A short one there to Freiermuth. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bonito able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Got his man, it's Warren. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Howard. That's to his running back. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Complete to Austin here over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Howard. Washington's got him. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. And, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, set.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
This is caught. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Howard. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. A handoff for Warren. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, we saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. And he's got his guys a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Operating from the gun, Howard. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Nix. Wide open receiver, complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. In motion right is Austin. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He will have the conversion and more than that. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 75 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah. It got his man complete. Down the right sideline, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 82 yards, and the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. He's on his way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
60 Bobcats, 60. Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. How about this? That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Warren will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Looking to throw. Nix. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 2nd down and 3. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now Hall to start the drive. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On play action, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to at least get 1 score back. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 56 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. This taken in right around the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go! Set, go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a give to Hall. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing Nix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now it's Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Let's go now.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now a run with Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the full.